It's just about 7 o'clock right now, and it's our favorite part of the morning.
Yes,
Hashtag watch this.
And Joe Pollock is here talking all things social media and viral videos. Joe, what's going on this morning?
Well, there are some things that you just don't want to see in your house. For my wife, it would be a palmetto bug.
Yeah, no, I'd freak.
For me, it would be mice.
Oh.
For others, maybe a snake.
I agree with your wife.
Watch this. A 22-year-old man in Australia, he was preparing his lunch when he noticed something inside his cornflakes container. It's a huge 6-foot-long python.
Stop.
The diamond python is not considered dangerous to humans, but it does bite. I don't care if it's dangerous or not.
Oh, man.
That is a snake in my kitchen. It doesn't belong there. And so he actually called, animal control or whatever it's called in Australia, and they were able to come get the snake.
How do you get a snake? How does it end up in a cereal box?
Well, you're in Australia, so somehow it got in the house, and there's tons more wildlife there that I would guess than here.
I prefer the quokka, the other Australian animal we talked about on the show.
Cute.
Yeah. Yeah, so, in the cereal box is a little different. My mom found one going across her feet in the kitchen in Maryland.
A snake?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so things like that do happen, but in the cereal box is a little odd. Now, when you go fishing, you're prepared to see fish. Probably not prepared to see this. Watch this.
Supposed to start humming the Jaws of Life theme. Wow.
Yeah, it would be pretty shocking to see that. So they obviously caught a half fish, if you will, and then all of a sudden a great white shark pops up and grabs it.
Now, luckily, that's not as big as the one from Jaws.
No.
Can you imagine? But still, that's big enough to scare you.
What a great
sure.
sight to see. I mean, it's scary. That is very scary. But it's cool to catch it on camera, right?
I'm not sure.
They must have known, though, because obviously, I mean, fishing takes a long time. You're not going to set your camera at every single...
I guess once you realize you have something, you have a bite, you're going to be like, okay, let's turn the camera on now and see if we get something. But also, if you're people who fish a lot, you're out on the water, I feel like you're kind of accustomed to things, and it's probably not impossible to see a shark.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, you saw that woman, she kind of laughed.
She kind of laughed at it. She didn't.
I would be, no way.
Yeah. Do you start the engine and take off because of the great white within inches of your boat? Or
I would.
Do you kind of go, hey, that was pretty cool, let's see if it comes back?
That's what I think that they did, because they had the camera ready. It's like they were waiting for it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe it came back around initially, and then so they decided to do it again.
Maybe they were trying to catch maybe that was a fish they already had. They put it back on the hook to try and catch it.
Either way, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I like to just watch people's videos.
I like the little guppies that I go fishing for.
I prefer that shark, though, in the water to the snake in my cereal box.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true. Absolutely.
It's not in your home.
Thanks so much, Joe. Right now, it's time for our favorite part of the day. Hashtag watch this.
And Joe Pollock is here. He's dancing a little to the music.
Always.
He's talking March Madness. Joe,
always off camera. Don't ruin it.
You have really sweet dance moves, though. You should show them off.
No, thanks. Well, officially March Madness began on Tuesday, but tomorrow is really the March Madness that everybody cares about. Right. That's the name given to the college basketball tournament, which pretty much takes over your television Thursday through Sunday for the next couple of weeks. Teams who won their conference tournament, they were automatically invited to the NCAA tournament. Sounds good. But it's been a while since Georgia State was in March Madness, so as you can imagine, they were pretty excited when they won. Their head coach was so excited, he started jumping up and down. But then, he wasn't so excited anymore.
Oh, no, that's just embarrassing.
Coach Ron Hunter tore his Achilles.
Wow.
Celebrating too hard. He had to be helped off the court. Now, he says he will be coaching his team when they play this weekend.
Yeah.
He'll have a cast on, obviously. But, I mean, you go from the high drama of cheering for your team, then all of a sudden tearing your Achilles.
That's kind of embarrassing, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yes. Especially because you're
I feel
an
badly
athletic
for
coach,
him.
Right.
And all he was doing was celebrating. He wasn't playing. I still feel bad for him, though.
Now, something else that's been going on the internet. I love emojis.
Yes.
I know Lauren loves emojis.
Yes.
And so there's actually been emojis going around for all of the teams in March Madness.
Ah.
If you're a big fan of emojis, you can copy these. There's one for every team in March Madness.
Those are cool.
And so you can go to, I believe it was the Washington Post, I believe, and you can go to their site. You can kind of copy these and then use them on your social media sites.
They're so cute.
So, yeah, if you need emojis for the March Madness tournament, whether you're texting or using them on social media, you'll be able to do that now. I actually had Duke winning it, but after I saw their emoji, I decided to change who I thought was going to win March Madness.
I won my bracket last year.
Yeah, my wife and my 7-year-old do better than I do every year, so it really doesn't matter who you pick.
I know a lot of people would pick them based on the colors of their uniforms, and they've won entire brackets based on that.
Well, last night I had my 7- and 4-year-old fill out their brackets, and what I did was I told them the teams, and they chose it. Well, my 4-year-old chose the first team I said. So it didn't matter who it was. The first team I said, she chose that one, which means she chose the favorite every time. So, so she actually should have a good chance.
She could win.
Yeah. She does, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to admit this. I've never done a bracket.
I did my first one last year, and I won.
Britt, we've got a bracket on my desk for you.
Okay, I'm going to take your daughter's method and just pick the favorite every time. Make it easy.
Last year, my method, it was kind of random. Of course, I did have Florida in the finals, but I had them rematching Kentucky, and because I had Kentucky in the finals again, I got a lot of points. No one else in my pool had it, and I won.
First time around, pretty good luck. Maybe I'll have good luck too. Thanks.
It's pure guesses, yeah.
Well, stay with us, you guys. We'll be back in just a minute.